Even though this summer season is not as packed as previous seasons, I think it has its share of animes. And this is a list of animes that I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. One anime that I am most excited about is the second half of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime second season. I am looking forward to seeing how Rimuru will handle the situation and how will he save everyone and ambushed from other demon lords. I hope this part also will be as good as the previous part. The next anime that I am looking forward to is also a sequel. The second season of My Next Life as a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom. To say the truth, I wasn't least interested in a reverse harem anime. But this anime taught me that with the right execution, even a simple story like this one can also be as good as the big ones out there. I look forward to seeing how Katrina will avoid other doom endings that may come her way. I Am Standing on A Million Lives is another sequel that I think worth checking out. The first season wasn't anything special. It was just another generic isekai anime with a harem. But there was something that kept me coming back to this one. So I hope that the second season will stay more true to the manga and don't try to be a generic isekai.
そんな国で今、俺は王様をしている。
How a realistic hero rebuilt the kingdom is a fresh entry in the isekai genre. And if you are someone who likes action and overpowered main characters, then this anime ain't for you. Instead of action, this anime will be more focused on world building and character development. The Detective is Already Dead is a non-sequel anime airing this year. It follows Kimizuka Kimiko, who is a normal young man who became an assistant to a mysterious detective known as Siesta on hijacking airplane. Together, Kimiko and Siesta went on adventures until Siesta's death separated them. Now in the present day, Kimiko just wants a normal life, but things aren't that easy for a protagonist in a detective anime. Case Study of Vanitas tells the story of Vanitas, a vampire who was feared and shunned by his own kind for being born under the blue full moon. Afraid and alone, he created a cursed grimoire that would one day take his vengeance on all vampires, known as the Book of Vanitas. One day, with a sudden vampire attack on the airship to Paris, our protagonist has a chance encounter with the famous Vanitas himself. But in contrast to the story, Vanitas turn out to be a normal human. But there is something behind his kind demeanor, something a bit more sinister. Attack on Titan is in the peaceful generation. It has been 800 years since the Attack on Titan sealed the demons who were working havoc on the human world. Nowadays, the Titan have no fighting experience and they live peacefully. But now the demons are reviving and the battle between gods, humans and demons is about to begin.
坊ちゃん、お茶のご用意ができました。近いな。
The Duke of Death and his maid. The story follows a young duke who is cursed by a witch with a spell that kills everything he touches. Because of it, he is disowned by his family and sent to live in a separate estate inside a forest, with only a butler and his maid Alice at his side. Alice loves to tease him, and as their relationship grows, the duke makes it his goal to break free from his deadly curse.
死神坊ちゃんと黒メイド。
俺はここで死ぬまで怠惰に暮らす
The Dungeon of Black Company is another fresh take on the isekai genre. Our main character Kenji, who doesn't have any work ethic whatsoever, got transported to another world. But not in a grand fantasy of a hero welcomed with open arms. Instead, he got transported to a world where he is enslaved by an evil mining company. In this fantasy world, Kenji is about to learn the real meaning of hard work.
迷宮ブラックカンパニーだ。
というわけで僕は異世界最果ての地に飛ばされた。
Tsukumichi Moonlight Fantasy. This isekai anime centers around Makoto Mizumi, an ordinary student who got summoned to another world to be a hero. But he was stripped out of his position by a god because of his looks. Now he must find a way to survive in this new fantasy world that is forsaken by the gods. So, which of the above mentioned anime are you most excited about? Tell us in the comment section. And if you find this video useful, then be sure to subscribe and smash that like button.